Welcome to another episode of Golden Nuggets, Tips and Tales, powered by Property Finder, the most trusted and widely used property portal in the region. With 10 million home seekers and industry professionals connecting every month, trust is the currency of this business. And behind the 700,000 listings on the platform, there's 700,000 tales of how someone earned that trust. Today, I'm back with Clementine Munro, Sales Director at House, and we're going to talk about the rise of female buyers, home buyers in the Middle East, because it's happening. We're very independent. We're getting married later. Got to sort out your pension plan or your retirement plan. And there is a real rise in female home buyers. And even without solo female home buyers, I think we both agree that women probably drive most of the home purchasing decisions.
I mean, absolutely. Like you said, there's two factors. One is, what forms as a family part of your decision making.
Mm-hmm.
Often, again, here, intergenerational families. So it can even be mum and dad making decisions on behalf of adult children.
True.
Or grandma making decisions on behalf of adult children or newlyweds. And again, I think it would be naive to think that females aren't tremendously important in the decision making, particularly when it comes to family homes.
Mm-hmm. And I think that too many agents, female and male agents, probably make the mistake of selling to the husband.
It does happen quite often that, we're all systems ago. Oh no, what's happened there? Mrs. didn't want to sell it, or so-and-so, another member of the family. Oh, there was a business partner involved. And so it's a huge part of our training is always making sure that people know the questions to ask when you're taking on a home, who is involved in the decision-making of this.
And address them both equally.
100%. And it also drives me mad, actually, when during the renovations, I'll be at a meeting with my husband and whoever is just talking to him. And you're a bit like,
hello,
hi.
I exist. Would you say agents have kind of got some work to do when it comes to female buyers?
I think at House, where I'm obviously a sales director is female, our head trainer is female, a lot of our training team are female, our head of marketing.
Recruitment.
We have recruitment, so we have a lot of visible females in our office. So I don't think any of our agents would be naive enough to think that a woman's opinion didn't matter as much. But of course, there are still an agent in the market who no doubt is missing out on this tremendous pool of wealthy home buyers. And a lot of people who are now out in Dubai are talented and are working of their own fruition, earning huge amounts of money and want to invest into real estate as an asset class.
Yeah.
And so there are a lot of female buyers, a lot of female investors, a lot of female entrepreneurs here. And I think if one was to engage with them in a way that made them feel less on their head, be it, I don't think they would do the deal.
All right, well, we're the target market. So let's drop some do's and don'ts when it comes to dealing with us personally.
So I really don't like it when people hug me or kiss me when they first meet me. So I think that would be a big one is just...
Did I hug and kiss you?
Females is fine.
Okay.
Actually, I know you. That's different.
Okay.
But I think, men just handshake, greet
Handshake
me as you would greet my husband. And again, on the WhatsApp, no hun, no babe, no kisses. WhatsApp me how you'd WhatsApp my husband.
Yes.
I also really like to see professional agent photos and professional bios. And, just so I know exactly who do you work for, who do you represent, your broker number. I think just having quite a formal WhatsApp.
I'm shocked how many agents don't actually use WhatsApp for business.
Yeah, that they're using their own WhatsApp.
Yeah, they're using the basic WhatsApp or like just personal WhatsApp. But if you switch to WhatsApp for business, you can have a catalog, you can have like a cover photo, opening hours even, your email address, all your contact details, and like all your listings on, it's like a very basic catalog, but links to your social media, whatever, is so much more powerful than just regular WhatsApp. Agree with you on the profile picture. My pet peeve is, and I don't know if it's just me, I'm weird, but I hate when people say, "Hi, how are you?" and wait for my response.
Oh, instead of kind of
just get to the point. Like you can say, "Hi, how are you?" but continue the message. Don't wait, because you've got my attention. When I see the hi, how are you pop up, I'm like, well, I don't want to tell you how I am, really.
So my mum gave me this nugget. She's also a formidable businesswoman, and she told me in emails, never write, I hope you're well. She's like, because you don't. And it's just annoying, and it's weak, and it's vanilla. So I'm always just...
Do you know where that came from?
Where?
That came from like hundreds of years ago, when you'd write a letter and stick it in a bottle and push it into the sea and hope that by the time this message, or put it in a pigeon or whatever, and hope that this message 6 months later finds them well. And it's like, no, email is instant now. So you're emailing me today. I'm going to get the message today. You don't have to wish me well. Or, yeah, I hate all of that.
Yeah.
I just think get to the point, especially with WhatsApp, because all the notifications, and it's like, you just want to see the message and make the decision. So
Agreed.
Note to everyone, never say hi, how are you?
I also hate voice notes.
I'm a voice note giver.
Are you?
I am.
I'll two-speed you then. No, I'll probably 1.5 you.
Yeah.
But some people I'm a double
But
speeder.
that's a good point for agents. You should ask permission to, or if they set the pace and they like sending voice notes,
I think that's
then
it.
it's okay.
I think that's totally it. See what the customer does first. Although the only thing I will say where I get frustrated when people do too much work on WhatsApp, where a lot of our clients are overseas, WhatsApp's the voice noting can sometimes help with intonation,
Yes,
and tonality,
yes,
and a bit more storytelling. So I think it has its place. I just don't like waking up to a barrage of like 3-minute long voice notes, rambling, asking
mini
my help.
podcasts.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other do's and don'ts for dealing with us?
I think.
Do you want to be sold to, or you said you enjoy it?
I think one of the things that's really important if you're wanting to invest into Dubai, and everyone, it's a real hot topic at the moment, how to invest, where to invest. I think it's very important you work with an agent that you like. So using things like Property Finder, if you know you want to buy in Dubai Hills example, go on into the community and see which company has the most listings, or see which company is kind of investing into the area through features and premiums. And pick a sole agent, meet with them for a coffee, really share what it is that you're looking to get from investing into Dubai. Is it immediate income? So is it a rental return? Would you like to buy it, hold it, and then sell it on the assumption the market still continues to go up? And if so, how long would you like to hold it for? If you would like to renovate it, what cost do you have? And what's your appetite for dust and time? Like, do you have time to be on site? If you have a company who manages the whole thing for you, that obviously eats into your profit. So I think really sitting with someone who can share the options that are most suitable for what it is you want to achieve out of investing into Dubai. Again, knowing things like, some people say, I want to rent it, but I would like to use it at Christmas. Well, knowing that tenants here have a minimum of a year, so then you have to do short term, but the occupancy in the summer is likely going to be low.
True.
So I think just really tapping into what it is that you want to achieve and spending the time to sit with an agent rather than just going online and inquiring with a bunch of people. Then you're going to get really frazzled, you're going to get overwhelmed. Spending time with one person who can really show you the market.
And that message has come through quite a lot in the season, of just having a consultation with one agent, appointing one agent, and they have the network already. They know all the other specialists, community specialists in the area. They know all the other super agents. They're working with them, and they'll do the hard work so you don't have to. So
100%. And simply put as well, if you call loads of agents, they will call the homeowner to book a viewing for the same family, and the homeowner is suddenly like, ching, there's 6 people who want to view my house this weekend, when actually there's just you. But then the price has gone up because they think there's interest from 6 people.
There you go. And that's advice that's come through loud and clear in this season. Don't outbid. You're bidding against yourself, basically. So find one agent, stick to that agent. What else? Do's and don'ts.
I think same with selling. Exclusivity. It's one price, one voice representing one price in one marketplace. It's a myth to think that more is more when it comes to selling. Otherwise, what you have is you have multiple agencies and their only job is to bring you an offer.
As quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. So they're saying, I think they'll take an offer. They're blind. They don't know who's got what buyer. Whereas if you are just representing the seller, you have much better visibility and much better price protection for that seller. And so long as sellers understand that, it necessarily, you're still going to be benefiting from the whole market, but just via one voice, it is a much better way to sell.
So do you predict that Dubai is going to end up being more a bit like the American style of buyers agents and sellers agents, and everyone sticks to their own lane?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that has a place. I think the thing with buying agency is it's normally suitable for people who've been in the marketplace a long time. I still think the best way to manage agencies is to have area specialists and sellers agents. On the whole, and the buyers come to them. We did talk about Jamie. He's pretty unusual in his ability to really have an in-depth understanding, and that's because he's driven by learning. And so he's spent that time. But then if you look at someone like Cahill, who has a 46% market share of one of his communities. So if you're going to sell your house in that community,
you have to go for
yes,
him.
a buyer's agent. Yes, someone might bring you a buyer. But the reality is the portals still holds so much weight here. So if you're looking to buy a home in that community, you're going to type in the area. His name's going to come up repeatedly. And he's really going to have a much better ability to guide you into that home.
Brilliant.
Than someone who's just kind of flirting with the area.
There you go. So there's your do's and don'ts for dealing with the rise of female buyers in the Middle East. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Catch the rest of Clementine's episodes. And while you're at it, why not binge the whole season?